Okay.
Okay, so my first question for you is, what is Chloride Free Foundation's mission?
So the Chloride Free Foundation is working to fight climate change, and we are doing that by promoting soil biodiversity through sustainable agriculture. Uh, Mainly, we advocate for the minimization of chloride in agriculture because there is a lot of discussion about how conventional agriculture and agriculture in general have an impact on climate and on climate regulation and atmospheric CO2 and greenhouse gases. But this kind of discussions always revolves around pesticides, fertilizers, and methane from livestock. So there isn't a lot of discussion about other types of fertilizers, such as potassium chloride, which can have a harmful effect to the climate as well.
Awesome, thank you for sharing that. That was one of my questions as well, like why is it important to make agriculture practices chloride free? So thank you for sharing that. Is there anything you want to add to that question?
I think what the reason why potassium chloride and other types of potassium fertilizers don't get as many attention as other types of fertilizers, such as nitrogen fertilizers, it's because potassium chloride and other saline potassium fertilizers, they are not a source of greenhouse gases itself, but the increased soil salinity, and that ends up having negative effects on microbial communities and soil biodiversity. And it also ends up being the cause of soil organic carbon loss. So this soil organic carbon ends up being emitted back to the atmosphere as CO2. So that is why it contributes to climate change, but it hasn't been in a lot of discussions. I haven't seen it in a lot of discussions nationally here in Brazil or internationally as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's a really great explanation. Could you share a little bit about your programs? So like the ambassador program and also prioritizing the certification of coffee. Is that something you could speak a little bit to share with our audience?
Yeah, sure. Actually, about our certification program, we decided to put that on kind of pause right now, on hold, because we found that a lot of people don't know about the importance of soil biodiversity, nor they know about the detrimental impacts of chloride in agriculture. So we decided to focus more on raising awareness, especially among young people, because we have seen that young people are leading the movement against climate change. So soil biodiversity plays a huge role in soil carbon sequestration and also in climate regulation. So it's only logical that youth is also involved in promoting soil biodiversity. So we really want to get young people involved and help them share their voices, especially because I feel like most people don't feel like they have, they can have a real impact because they are not farmers or gardeners, or they're not working with the land. So I feel like most people feel like distant from the problem. So that's what we want to change and help young people get involved, and other just the general public be involved in promoting soil biodiversity. That's why we decided to create the ambassador program. The ambassador program is focused for youth, so people from 18 to 35. And what we do is that we get these people together from all over the world. So right now we have about 20 ambassadors from places such as Brazil. We have people from the US. We have people from Germany, Pakistan, Puerto Rico, and Kenya, Nigeria, and some other countries from Africa. So we have a lot of diversity in this group of ambassadors. And what we do is that we get together to discuss and learn about soil biodiversity, about the impacts of chloride, about sustainable agriculture and climate change. So we have like meetings where we discuss these topics, and also some activities so they can get more involved and actually have group discussions among themselves and find a way to put what they learn into practice in their community, in their countries, or online through social media as well. So that's basically what we are doing with the ambassador program right now.
Great. Yeah, that sounds so incredible and fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, would you be comfortable sharing a little bit about how you got involved as well? Kind of what your journey has been to, becoming involved with the Chloride Free Foundation, or how you became passionate about these issues?
Yeah, sure. So I am an environmental engineer, and I've been interested in sustainability and climate change for, I don't know, for a long time. Since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to do something, work with the environment and work with nature. I didn't know what was sustainability back then, but once I grew up and started studying and went to college to study environmental engineering, I became familiar with the topic and the concepts. And then I had my first kind of real contact with the theme of climate change and the science behind climate change as well. And I just got very, very interested, and I knew I wanted to work with it, but I didn't know on how, because sustainability and climate change, it involves a lot of topics and a lot of activities. So I didn't know how I wanted to work with it, and what kind of area or field of work. But I just started studying because I'm very curious. So I just started studying all very different topics in different areas. So I study about renewable energy, environmental justice, so, about waste and recycling. So I just tried to get as much information as I could, and also joined like youth networks and trainings and just courses and lectures, especially last year and in 2019 as well, because I was approaching my graduation. I graduated in 2019, so I was approaching my graduation, and I wanted to learn more and see what I wanted to do in terms of professional and my career. And then the Cristiano, which is the other co-founder of the foundation, he reached out to me and he told me about his idea, and he was trying to create this foundation to raise awareness about the impacts of chloride and the importance of soil biodiversity. And to be honest, I wasn't really involved with agriculture and soil biodiversity before that. So when he approached me, I decided to kind of start studying and reading scientific articles and research about this topic. And I was shocked, because I've been around this topic of climate change for a while. And before that point, I had never heard about the importance of soil biodiversity or the role of soil biodiversity in climate regulation, which is huge. So I was really shocked that I didn't know about it and that people were not talking about it. So I became really excited, and I said, okay, I'll come aboard and kind of help the organization get off the paper and really start doing some concrete actions. And that's how I got involved with the Chloride Free Foundation. And I just thought that I really need to do this, because people really need to be talking about this. We're talking about renewable energy, and we're talking about electric cars, but there is a huge solution, a huge opportunity for us, and it's right beneath our feet, and we are not talking about it. So that was about it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's a super incredible journey, and you're so right. There's like so much beneath our feet that is so important, and also coming from like an environmental background at school and everything, we didn't really learn about this as much. So I can also relate to that in a way, like that moment of like, wow, this is incredible and huge, and how exciting to learn about it, and also advocate for it. So yeah, your journey is super amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
If someone is interested in, so after they watch the video in the newsletter, if somebody is interested in supporting or getting more involved with the Chloride Free Foundation, what would be the best way for them to do that?
So there is different ways. We are always looking for volunteers to help us in our activities. So if you want to be a volunteer, welcome to join us and help us. We have a form on an application form on our website, but you can also reach out to me via email. I can send you my email so you can share in the newsletter. We are also, as of right now, our organization, our activities is based on donations and investments. So if you'd like to donate as well, we're welcome to do that as well. And yeah, if you are a scientist or if you work with research and you are working with soil biodiversity or chloride in agriculture, we are also looking to kind of form a scientific community and a community so we can share knowledge and share researches and information about soil biodiversity and the impacts of chloride and salinity in soil. So if you're a researcher and you would like to be a part of this community, also just reach out to me and we can talk more about it.
Great, thank you. Is there anything that we haven't covered, or something? I just want to make sure that we cover kind of all of the bases. So in the video, is there anything about the Chloride Free Foundation that you think is important for viewers to know about that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, I think the Chloride Free Foundation is a really new initiative. We officially became an NGO on April this year. And the topic of soil biodiversity and the impacts of chloride in agriculture are both kind of, I don't want to say new topics because they're not new, but they're not being discussed enough. So a lot of people don't know about these issues and about the importance of soil biodiversity. So it's something that we're really trying to expand our reach and expand, just share information and raise awareness. And this is really a challenge for us because people, like I said, people don't know about the issue. So it's hard for them to care about something that they don't know and that people are not talking about. I see that FAO and other organizations are really trying to get soil biodiversity into the discussion and into global agendas and frameworks. But it's still a challenge to do that because, like I said, people don't know about the issue. So what we are trying to do right now is create partnerships and try to expand our reach. So if you have an organization, if you know an organization that would like to partner with us and help us expand this reach, please reach out to us as well. We just became, we were recently selected as an official actor for the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration. So that has been really cool for us to kind of connect with other organizations and have a platform. So yeah, if you know organization or if you have an organization, if you'd like to partner with us and help us share this information and get the word out, please contact us as well.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's super important to include. So I'll make sure it gets into the video. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of this and for taking the time to do this interview. Like I said, I'm really excited to share the Chloride Free Foundation and your journey with our audience. And yeah, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you for inviting me. And I'm going to send you my email so you can share with in the newsletter. And if you need any additional information or something that I forgot to say or anything, just let me know and I can send you via email or something like that.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I hope you have a really great weekend.
Thank you. You too. It was really nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too. Bye.
Bye.